Women of Influence, Mother's Day 2020. Introduction to the theme. We have enjoyed putting together today's service for you with the theme of Women of Influence and the important role they play in our lives. Whether it's a mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, teacher, colleague, the women in our lives have an important role to play. The scripture passage from Proverbs paints a full and diverse picture of women's roles even thousands of years ago. So today, we honor the influential women in our lives, and there are 3 different speakers who will pay tribute to the woman who has made a difference in their lives. Karen Solo will pay tribute to mothers in a beautiful way. Maybe you too can reflect on the important females who have made a difference in your life and honor them in a special way.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. It's Jovi. I hope you are all doing well, staying safe, sane, and happy in this crazy time. As you know, I have 3 kids, Tristan, Tyler, and Thea. I'm going to be reading off of my computer, so please excuse if I'm not looking at the camera all the time. I was asked to talk about one woman that has been a great influence in my life. But it was very difficult for me to picture just one person, which was probably why I gave Karen such a hard time when she initially texted me about this. I said, I can't think of just one, but I can think of quite a few for my kids. She said, yes, that would be fine. Then she suggested one of my best friends that she knew of. Then I realized that I had been blessed and fortunate to say that not only do I have one amazing woman in my life who has been a great influence, but I have quite a tribe of them. I feel like we all have tribes. I have women in my tribe that represents my honesty, my real talk women with whom I can say anything to with no fear of judgment or backstabbing. These women have walked very different paths in their lives, some more bumpier than others, but I can go to them and truly say whatever I may be feeling about an issue or a situation I am in, and I can bounce my true, honest thoughts and reactions to, and they will give it to me straight and say if I am wrong in my perspective. It's hard to find people who will tell you the hard truth, not just what you want to hear. These women also make sure to influence me to be healthy. They motivate me to exercise. They remind me not to forget self-care, which is so easy to do. We swap food and recipe ideas, chat about how we can get the kids to eat healthier and share snack ideas, or when they were much littler, tricks on how to get them to eat or sleep as babies or toddlers. These are the same women I go to compare notes when kids were sick. What helped them or worked best for them when the kids were congested. They had coughs, fevers. Again, especially when the kids were much younger. During those times, this was a lifeline to surviving motherhood with kiddos that were way too young to verbalize how they were feeling. Another part of my tribe that I could not live without is the women that I think of when I want to remind myself about patience and kindness and thoughtfulness. Genuine people are very hard to find. These are the women that I am around, that when I am around them, I am engulfed with the feeling of being loved. And whenever I leave their company, I am recharged and rejuvenated. One of the most important parts of my tribe that I cannot live without are my extraordinary teachers at my kids' school that have over the years become great and invaluable, irreplaceable friends to me. Without them, my kids could not be who they are right now. From September to June, these wonderful women are my children's second mothers, and I can't speak enough about the way they truly care about not only their education, but about their well-being and how supportive they have been for them with their extracurricular interests, personal, and especially helping them deal and grow from kindies to preteen to teenagers. This goes all the way back to when Tristan was in school, who is now 23. I have to say that I am also the parent I am because of their lead. They taught me how to be a mom. They taught me how to help the kids reach the potentials that they see. They have even seen things and made me realize potentials about them that they see at school that I would not necessarily see at home. And last but not least, my favorite part of my tribe, my BYOB part of my tribe. I'm sure it's 5 o'clock somewhere, depending on when you're watching this. This is the end of the day caucus that have been my go-to to deflate and mull over my day. No, I'm not saying I do this daily, wink, wink. But let me just say that Karen now owes me 2 bottles of red wine after convincing me to do this little recording. So, cheers and happy Mama's Day to the most iconic mothers I know, and you are all at St. John's. Without you, I would not be who I am, and my children would not be who they are. I love you, I miss you, and everybody stay safe and well till we see you again. Bye.
Mother. My mother, Mom, Mama as I called her, like billions of mothers on the planet, are the ultimate, the finality for our very existence, growth and nurturing through to whatever stage we are in life today. This year my mother would have celebrated her 97th birthday. She grew up during World War II, which was an enormous challenge. There was a lack of basic necessities and food provisions. As a mother, her natural instinct was to provide food and necessities and maintain a safe home, being humble and all. Imagine that she planted food-bearing plants and trees that provided plentifully, raising a few hens as well. There was no more than enough, and some was shared with neighbors. The neighboring mothers also shared their different provisions and food. Over the years, my mother raised 8 children while laboring at the home, and father was laboring away from the home. She was the CEO and general manager of the home. Mama was not ready to give up. Now in the late 1950s, life was better. Mom could cruise onwards. There were always hiccups along the way, illnesses, family and national turmoils. Challenges continue. Mom sent us all to school with support, encouragement, prayer and faith. We all achieved success and went on our different paths, each one of us falling back on Mom when we were challenged. The encouragement and support continued for the rest of her life. We discussed our various problems and dilemmas with our moms. We will never forget the love she gives us, the little smile she gives when we look at her. It is all we need. Some mothers are entrusted as single parents, some are single parents by choice, and adopt infants and children that they raise to have a successful life. Some children are over the moon with having 2 moms. Mothers exist in different forms, other than humans. There is the animal kingdom. Mothers that nurture their young and care for them. A simple example is the bird's nest on the tree in the backyard. Like human mothers, they have many challenges, storms, inclement weather, diseases, and being preyed on. A mother does not necessarily mean she has children. She adopts, raises, and cares for a pet who looks up to her as their mom. Many women feel fulfilled in this respect. Also, when mothers lose a pet to illness, age, or disease, it is equally as devastating as losing a child. Mothers never forget their beloved pet companions. Mothers are never forgotten. In my home, we celebrate every day for what we dearly miss, our mothers. Happy Mother's Day.
Parents shape our view of the world and how to interact with it, as well as how to interact with others. The most influential woman in my life is my mom, Imogen Foster Algu. She taught me the value of doing unto the least of others, whether there be people or animals. This is reflective in the charities she gives to, for example, to the forgotten and exiled people that the leprosy mission looks after, or to various causes to help animals. Someone once said that you can judge a person by how they treat animals, and my mom treats them all with respect. Whether it's feeding squirrels tiny peanut butter sandwiches, feeding stray cats daily with gourmet meals of barbecued chicken and chicken broth. And this also includes the raccoons, birds, skunks, and a lonely opossum who comes to partake as well. And she rescues animals and she pet sits for other people. Doing this as well has brought joy into my life. She taught me that it is important to connect with each other through our shared values, something which transcends where we come from, who we are, or what we look like. She also grew up as the eldest with 5 brothers, so this made her natural to be a teacher and to also raise a son. She also taught me how to stick up for myself, my values, my beliefs, and to stand up for what is right, and to have independent thought as well as my independence and freedom. Her sense of humor is like having a brother as a mother. She taught me to laugh at the absurdities of life and show me that humor is the most therapeutic mystery of life next to kindness. Every night we always have a big laugh about things. She welcomes both friends and strangers with a joke. She made me realize that humor is freedom. The joy of laughter is everything. She taught me and is still teaching me how to cook. She is an excellent cook who showed me that good food, in addition to laughter, is another simple joy in life. She is a teacher. There was sometimes 2 sets of homework, mine and what she gave me. But learning was always an ongoing process because of her vast literary and medical knowledge she has acquired over her many decades, which she often shares with many people. All of this is an integral part of good conversation, which is also another simple joy in life she taught me to appreciate. She has always been my biggest fan and supporter in everything I've done, but in particular when I'm making films, even when I was shooting videos of my stuffed animals as a child. It is like having an agent. I have been truly blessed by this and hope to support my children with a fraction of the same zeal and determination she has for my filmmaking pursuits. She has also supported me in my day career, which has provided a lot of advice on navigating the workplace. My mother is more than just a woman who influenced me. She is interwoven into the fabric of my being and all that I am, what I have done, what I've accomplished, and what I will do with my life. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.